Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 10 of the Breejex Battle Royale. My name is CBAD, and I coach the Detroit Steel Wings. We are here today taking on 3D Arcade and the Arkansas Pigknights. Hope you guys are excited for today's matchup. If you guys are, please feel free to leave a like. It goes a long way in helping out the channel. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out. It helps me, it helps you, it makes the world go round because the world is not flat. We have our work cut out for us. We got steamrolled last week. So we need to make a solid effort in coming back for playoffs, because after last week's battle, I don't know what candidacy we have, but we have this and 2 more weeks after that, hopefully, to take that back. We will have to go up against the undefeated Kyle A at some point, so we really have a tough run. So we're looking to pick up a W today. Definitely go check out 3D Arcade's channel. Link will be in the description as always. If you guys are new, I do a team builder prior to the Wi-Fi battle, so you guys can check out the team, what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. If you guys aren't interested in the team builder, you want to skip right on ahead of the Wi-Fi battle, go around in the description, go check it out, go click on it. By the way, while you're down in the description, go to the link to G Fuel in the website, because it's currently 30% off for my birthday weekend. That's right, my birthday was Wednesday. We're playing the day before my birthday, and the good people at G Fuel decided to boost your boy for the weekend for a birthday present. So go pick up some G Fuel, use code CBAD. It helps keep the lights on around here. And as you guys can see, we got like a new lighting setup, which is great. Same lights, just different setup. And we got our CBAD sign in the background as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on. Let me go full screen here really quickly and do this. Well, bam! Ah, there you go. Now it's on. Forgot to turn it on pre-recording. It's such a new addition. I got to remember to turn that on. But we got everything that's going on over here. So yeah, go do that and get yourself something nice. Treat yourself. So we've got a pretty solid matchup here against us. So, and I think we've got the 6 to bring it. I do want to say a big thank you to Liv, coach the New Orleans Saints Snow. She did help run some ideas past me as far as the team goes. This team was put together kind of a hurry. We're playing on Tuesday, and I wanted to play before my birthday because I didn't want to play on my birthday, and I didn't want to do that afterwards. I'm getting to the point where like birthdays aren't like this big thing, but to me, I'm just not going to do anything. That includes battling, so we're going to battle beforehand. So with that being said, thank you guys for your support. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Landorus Therian, Primarina, Jolteon, Virizion, Gudra, Xatu, Klefki, Skuntank, Heatmore, Dusclops, and Glaceon. Some things to note about my opponent's team. He has 1 rocker in the form of Landorus Therian, 1 spiker in the form of Klefki, no spikes, no sticky web, no rapid spinning, 3 defoggers in Klefki, Landorus, and Skuntank, a magic bouncer in Xatu, 3 wish passers in Glaceon, Jolteon, and Xatu, and 2 heal bellers in Glaceon and Jolteon, if either of those end up making an appearance. I have not gotten to the point in my draft where in the team building process where I've concretely decided the 3 Pokemon that they are going to bring. If I had to guess 6, looking at the matchup, if I had to guess 6, Landorus Therian was drafted 1st overall. Landorus Therian just shows up. It's a great Intimidate user. Provides a lot of utility for my opponent. Jolteon outspeeds my entire team. It does get coverage for my 1 electric immunity, so Jolteon will probably show up. Gudra can be very thick to deal with some of my special threats, like an Assault Vest Gudra. Xatu can show up to defensively help out with Urshifu and Rillaboom. Primarina breaks walls every time I play against it. And then Klefki could be nice for some utility as well, with spikes, screens potentially as well. So those would be the 6 that I'd expect to show up here. The first Pokemon that we are bringing Flowmaster the Urshifu. He is rocking his Wakan Berry with the Unseen Fist ability. We have Bulk Up, Poison Jab, Surging Strikes, and Aqua Jet. 116 EVs in HP, 132 in attack, 4 in defense, 12 in special defense, 244 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With this spread, let's start from the bottom up. The speed is there to outspeed Timid or max speed Xatu by 1 point. The 116 EVs in HP paired with the 12 in special defense allow us to live a Choice Specs Thunderbolt with Wakan Berry. The Wakan Berry is a resistance berry for super effective electric type moves. We are able to take 1 electric type move after rocks from full, and then turn around and then hit the Jolteon with a Surging Strikes. And then the 4 in defense is just there for leftover EVs. 132 is just to max out as much damage output as we possibly can. Urshifu does an incredible job this week. Surging Strikes ignoring the fact that Landorus has Intimidate, so Urshifu acts as a great lead in that regards. Poison Jab hitting the Primarina. Surging Strikes and Aqua Jet hitting the Jolteon. Poison Jab hitting the Virizion, Poison Jab hitting the Gudra, Surging Strikes hitting Xatu, hitting Klefki, hitting Skuntank, Heatmore, Dusclops, and Glaceon. Being able to bulk up in front of my opponent is going to be really, really nice. Being able to hopefully threaten out that Landorus Therian right out the gate there, go for a bulk up into whatever Pokemon they choose to go to, and then tossing off a Surging Strikes, or even tossing off a Surging Strikes in general could be really nice. The next Pokemon we are bringing here is going to be the Rev the Rillaboom. He's rocking his Assault Vest with the Grassy Surge ability. We have Grassy Glide, Knockoff, U-Turn, and Acrobatics. 4 EVs in HP, 228 in attack, 4 in defense, 196 in special defense, 76 in speed with a careful nature. With this spread, we are 3-hit KO'd by the gosh diggity darn Focus Blast, Life Orb Focus Blast from Virizion. If Virizion shows up, Grassy Glide is great priority overall against my opponent. Not like Gudra definitely shows up now that I think about it, just based off of having Sap Sipper. So Knockoff will be nice for removing any sort of items. U-Turn will be great for pivoting. And then Acrobatics, just so we can hit the Virizion with something a little bit harder. It has 91 HP and 72 defense, so it's not taking the most physical hits. And while Acrobatics is nerfed because we have our Assault Vest, if for whatever reason one of his knockoff users goes for that and we lose our Assault Vest, Acrobatics is going to be doing that much more damage to the Virizion. Assault Vest also helps us take on the Primarina and the Jolteon just a little bit more, as well as potentially some hits from Gudra and Xatu. Next Pokemon we are bringing, we have Afterlife, the Runerigus. He's rocking Chesto Berry with the Wandering Spirit ability, Stealth Rock, Poltergeist, Toxic Spikes, and Rest. We have 252 EVs in HP, 20 in defense, 236 in special defense with an Impish nature. With this spread, we are 3-hit KO'd by both physically offensive and specially offensive Skuntank. Our natural defense does help us take some hits from Pokemon like Landorus Therian, from Pokemon like Klefki, from Pokemon like Skuntank, Heatmore, things like that. Poltergeist is great because my opponent does not have a normal type on their team. Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes. Now, they have a Magic Bouncer that I anticipate to show up here, but I don't think Xatu would ever stay in against a Runerigus. It does not do that much to me. So I do think that I will be able to get off a Stealth Rock or a Toxic Spike. And then we do have Rest with our Chesto Berry just to kind of help us stay in the game a little bit longer. Toxic Spikes will be nice for wearing down some of those bulkier Pokemon like Primarina, like Gudra, like Dusclops, Heatmore. Stealth Rock's doing 25% to the Heatmore, to the Xatu should they come in, and just get a little bit of chip if I can keep some offensive pressure up on my opponent. Next Pokemon we're bringing, we have Caution the Weezing. He's rocking Black Sludge with the Levitate ability. We have Pain Split, Sludge Bomb, Toxic, and Shadow Ball. 252 EVs in HP, 60 in defense, 196 in special defense with a Bold Nature. With this spread, we are 3-hit KO'd by Life Orb Physical Virizion if it does show up. The rest of that pumped into special defense just to take some hits a little bit better. Levitate helps us out with our ground immunity for the Landorus Therian. Pain Split is nice. We have 65 base HP. While my opponent doesn't have the fattest HP stats, a majority of his team does have higher base HP than Weezing, so it will be nice to get some recovery there. Sludge Bomb is great to spam for the 30% chance to poison. It also does super effective damage against the Primarina. It hits the Virizion. It hits Jolteon. It hits Gudra. It hits the Skuntank, excuse me. Skuntank we don't do too much to, but I don't know if I see Skuntank coming. Sludge Bomb hits the Heatmore. Sludge Bomb hits the Glaceon. Shadow Ball hits those Pokemon that I did not mention. So the Xatu, the Klefki, and then the Dusclops as well. Just to get a little bit of extra damage. Being able to Toxic some Pokemon early game might be nice if I don't find a good opportunity to set up Toxic Spikes. The next Pokemon we are bringing, we have Erasmo the Hitmonlee. He's rocking his black belt with the Limber ability this week. We have Knockoff, Rapid Spin, Poison Jab, and Close Combat. 252 EVs in attack, 44 in special defense, 212 in speed with an Adamant Nature. With this speed, we are outspeeding modest max speed Gudra by a few points. We are also, after a Rapid Spin, outspeeding the Jolteon, which is fantastic. Black Belt does boost our close combats by just a little bit more. Knockoff is good for the item removal. Rapid Spin for any rocks or spikes that my opponent may hit. Poison Jab to be able to hit the Primarina just a little bit harder. The Limber ability this week, this Pokemon cannot be paralyzed. So in an instance where this is a 1v1 versus Klefki, a close combat is going to hit that thing really hard. And my opponent may fear like an Unburdened sweep or a Scarf Reckless sweep and go for a Thunder Wave in advance. My Limber ability prevents me from being paralyzed. So it really does add for some good physical presence. And some people may be wondering at this point in the team builder, you know, a lot of my threats are very physically offensive. My opponent only has 2 Pokemon that exceed base 100 defense, and neither of them really like being toxic, or any of my other Pokemon that I have on there can pressure them really hard. There's a lot fatter on the special side, so I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that my opponent has a lower physical defense overall. The last Pokemon we're bringing Gloxinia the Grimmsnarl. He's rocking Choice Scarf with the Prankster ability. We have Ice Punch, Spirit Break, Trick, and Darkest Lariat. 36 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, 220 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Grimmsnarl serves as a dual purpose this week. The first thing, with the 220 EVs in speed and a Jolly Nature, we're outspeeding Virizion and below, so we are able to get some good damage off on stuff like that. Ice Punch is great for getting a 4 times effective hit off on the Landorus. Spirit Break also is very spammable against my opponent's team. Darkest Lariat being able to hit the Dusclops as well, which is fantastic, as well as the Xatu. And then Trick with a Choice Scarf. If we find any Pokemon that are being exceptionally problematic, such as the Dusclops, such as, I don't even know, Xatu, Klefki, anything along those lines, being able to trick them can be really nice. Also with our Dark type here, if the Klefki decides to go for like a Prankster Defog, if we do get our Rocks up or anything along those lines, Defog does not activate against us because we are a Dark type, and we will be able to get some good damage off on that thing. So that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week 10 of the BBR. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings. We're here today taking on 3D Arcade and the Arkansas Pigknights. If you guys skip the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I'm bringing right below me. We have Urshifu Rapid Strike, we have Rillaboom, Runerigus, Weezing, Hitmonlee, and Grimmsnarl. You guys see the 6 that I expect my opponent to bring right down below. Let me know right now in the comment section what you think the score is going to be, and then edit your comment after the fact. I'm really curious who's got the ballsy predictions here today. Don't forget, code CBAD is 30% off G Fuel for this weekend as a birthday gift from the company. So thank you, G Fuel, and thank you to everybody for the birthday gifts Thank you for the birthday gifts. Thank you for the birthday wishes online. And if you pick some up, thank you guys for going the extra mile and helping keep the lights on. I am going to cut to team preview, and we'll be right back. So needless to say, this is the worst I have ever guessed an opponent's team. We see no Landorus, no Jolteon, and no Klefki, but instead we see Skuntank, Heatmore, and Virizion show up. So very colorful team my opponent's got here. I do love, quite frankly, I do like Rillaboom here as a lead. Overall, being able to threaten out maybe a Primarina lead. I can U-turn out on the Goodra. Skuntank as a lead is a little interesting. So, oh boy, this is an interesting one. All right, let's go on ahead and get it done. Let's get it done. I'm excited, nervous, because like I said, it has been a long time. What would Heatmore be? Flash Fire for like a fire immunity from Skuntank or from Salazzle then? Skuntank more than likely rocking Aftermath, I assume. Boy, I have not been this wrong in a while. Ballerini, which is the Primarina. Okay, so we got our lead prediction right here. I am going to set up that grassy terrain. I'm going to turn down the music in my headset just a little bit. It's a little late, so I'm like, it's loud. I'm old. I do love the idea of just going for a knockoff on whatever wants to switch in here, because I don't think this wants to stay in. More than likely Goodra or Xatu is the designated switch here. So let's see what my opponent wants to do. I'm glad we got that lead right. Turn 1. Let's see how we want to play this out. We're both rocking similar haircuts. Crazy. All right. Just withdraws and goes out into Goombi, which is going to be that Goodra. So I assume this to be Sap Sipper, given the immediate switch in here. And this thing was AV, I assume. Choice Specs. Stop. What? Oh my god. Okay. Choice Specs Goodra. That's always a fun time. All right. So now we are pretty fast. We are faster than like mild speed invested Goodra. I can take one hit with an Assault Vest and go for a U-turn here and determine its speed, because that'll let me know if my Grimmsnarl's faster afterwards without the scarf. We are faster. Okay, so we're gonna get some damage off here. This thing's at about half, which is great. Now the question on everybody's mind, what the hell do I go out into? I feel like a Sludge Wave is coming off, which leads me to want to go out into good old Weezing here and take a poison move. Let's see. Sludge Bomb. Okay. Sludge Bomb is fine. And we are going to see some recovery there. My opponent may go for a... I don't think they would go for another dragon move. So what I would like to do here actually is to take my Black Sludge and to go out into Grimmsnarl here. Potentially on a Draco Meteor or a Dragon Pulse, something along those lines. Let's see what we've got. The choice specs, interesting. So I assume again, choice specs with Sap Sipper as a grass immunity there to help out with Rillaboom. Virizion may be a problem under my terrain later on. We've got some good checks, and I want to keep Weezing healthy for that. But we do need to kind of keep that in mind here, especially if it is a Scarf Virizion. I want to make sure that like Grimmsnarl stays in pretty good shape to outspeed it. So we're gonna switch out first, which leads me to believe that they're staying in to attack. Draco Meteor. Okay, perfect. Now, because Rillaboom went first, I assume I'm going to be faster. A Darkest Lariat is pretty free looking at my opponent's team. Spirit Break goes more unguarded, though. Spirit Break overall is doing a bit more. What would be the switch into this thing? What would be the switch into this thing? Would it be Primarina? Would it be Primarina? Let's Spirit Break for damage. Let's get some chip. Withdraws. Okay. So we've seen Sludge Bomb and Draco Meteor. Here comes Doc. And that is the Xatu. Okay. So Spirit Break may do good damage to this thing. Let's see. That is not good damage. Darkest Lair would have been a little bit better. We do get our special attack drop on there, though. And we do see that this is Rocky Helmet as well. That is fine by me. I would expect... what would I expect here? I have a whole Runerigus right here to switch into this thing. May just teleport as well. Roosting could be an idea. U-turn. I'm shocked that the Xatu was the play there, especially when I could have went for a Darkest Lariat. But I guess Primarina would have been an easy switch in as well. Darkest Lariat might have been my more offensive approach there. Let's go on to Runerigus. Let's take whatever move my opponent wants to go for here. We see the switch there. We see the switch over into Ballerini, which is the Primarina. Okay. So good switch by my opponent here. I do have an Assault Vest Rillaboom here that I can switch into pretty nicely. So let's do that. So maybe Primarina is not a choice locked Pokemon. Maybe it is going to go for like a flip turn here. Maybe it is not Specs if we saw Specs on the Goodra. We see Hyper Voice, so maybe Liquid Voice. Okay. Fine by me. Fine by me. Let's go on ahead and just U-turn here. Alternatively, yeah, U-turn's pretty safe. U-turn's pretty safe, especially if that Goodra comes in or if the Xatu comes in. Here comes Goombi, the Goodra again. So we're going to keep wearing this thing down, which is great. This might be a good time for... Grimmsnarl to come back in and go for maybe a Darkest Lariat here. But I can also just go out into Hitmonlee here and get a good close combat off on that thing. That might be nice. Let's go for that. Let's go out into Hitmonlee. We know Hitmonlee's faster. Let's get a Razmo up on the board. And I am just going to go for the close combat. Black Belt boosted close combat we should knock this thing out, I expect. And then we'll also be able to go for a knockoff into the Xatu there following. To take that out. Yeah, I would assume... I didn't actually see if the Hyper Voice was neutral against the Rillaboom, so I assume that to be Liquid Voice, Hyper Voice, as opposed to, like, Sparkling Aria or Scald or anything like that. So I'll just go for close combat. I don't know if Goodra provides, like, that much of a pivot anymore. Looking at my opponent's team. Withdraws. Okay. Here comes Doc, which is the Xatu again. I assume Xatu from half. Do not enjoy a knockoff. Oh yeah, 60 to 74. 60 to 74. So let's go on ahead and knock this thing off here. Last time I switched pretty comfortably and my opponent made a double, so they may choose to roost here on my knockoff, especially if this thing needs to stay around to help out with their Shifu and Rillaboom. I think it is pretty bulky, so I don't think it will outspeed me. So I should be pretty safe to go for this knockoff. Oh, my opponent does withdraw, actually, and goes out into Pompadour, which is the Skuntank. Okay. So we're going to be able to knock off an item here. We knocked off Black Sludge. Okay. And I'm curious what... That did about 20-ish%. Let's see. A little bit of investment there. Let's take a look. Close combat does 83 to 98. Let's see here. A 2-hit KO after grassy terrain recovery. We've got about... I'm gonna go for a close combat here. I'm gonna let Hitmonlee just kind of run shop right now. Oh, Hitmonlee picking up the KO on the Skuntank. Hitmonlee KO's Skuntank. Perfect. That's one less threat for... or that is a threat now that our Runerigus is going to be able to help out with a little bit more. Something faster than me is going to come in. I assume it to be Virizion. I assume 100% Virizion's about to come in here now and run my fade. Heatmore is a Pokemon I really did not anticipate coming. I don't know why I just didn't assume that. Here comes Ballerini. Okay. This is Primarina again. Now Poison Jab is gonna hurt. Poison Jab is gonna hurt this thing, right? Probably not knock it out. Primarina. Poison Jab, 78 to 92. Yep, I'm not gonna stay in on that. Let's switch out into... We've shown our hand with Rillaboom before. I'm just gonna go for it again. I don't think my opponent would bring double Specs users, quite frankly. I don't see that happening, so I'll switch out. We'll see what my opponent wants to do here. Maybe a flip turn. Flip turn's pretty neutral ground. We know we're faster than Goodra if that comes in. We know we're probably faster than Xatu. Psychic. Okay. So I see the Psychic there. Again, our Assault Vest is going to come in handy. We've seen Hyper Voice and Psychic. We've not seen an Ice move here. I am just going to knock off whatever wants to come in. Let's go for that. U-turn would be the aggressive play. Knockoff is a little bit more passive, but like if Xatu wants to come in on my U-turn, or Goodra, frankly, we can keep getting damage on Goodra. Here comes Hot Tea. Oh, okay. We're gonna knock off Heatmore's item here. Poltergeist is slowly becoming less and less of a good choice. Oh, wow. Choice Scarf. Okay. Okay, calm down there, buddy. Calm down. What am I doing to a Heatmore? Whoa, what does Heatmore do? Fire Lash is gonna do some damage to me. I'm at 115. It more than likely, if it is Scarfed, is gonna do some stuff to me, which I don't appreciate. I need Wheezing around to help out with the Virizion. So I'm gonna go out into her Shifu here. I'm gonna go out into her Shifu on what I expect to be like a fire move. Could go for like a Giga Drain. I could. Oh, just knocks off my Rakan. Okay, that's fine. That is fine by me. I will get my stuff. We see that my HP is getting restored before his, so I'm faster. Surging Strikes is coming off now. Poison Jab is pretty neutral, but Surging Strikes picks me up a KO on Xatu. Picks me up a KO on... It might pick me up a KO on Goodra. Let's bulk up here. Let's bulk up. See what we got going for us. Because if we switch into something slower, that gives me an extra turn of Grassy Terrain recovery. The draws Gudra or Zatu or Primarina. Goes down to Dog. That's the Zatu. Okay. So this is going to give us an extra turn of grassy terrain recovery as I go for my surging strikes here. We are going to get blown backwards by the unfortunate rocky helmet that's about to happen, but I'm okay with going for the surging strikes here. Actually, would a +1 Aqua Jet knock you out? Probably not. I don't want to reveal that. I'll just go for those surging strikes here. I'll take the rocky helmet chip. We're back up at full anyways, right? Pretty close to full. All right, what do we got going on here? Here comes surging strikes. All right, Urshifu's gonna knock out Zatu. 2 hits. All right, I'm only gonna take 2 hits worth of damage. That's fine. Urshifu KO Zatu. Need to be careful with this. Need to be careful, absolutely careful with this Virizion. I'm gonna keep saying it. Get a little bit of recovery, which is fine. Grass disappears as well, which is good because if Virizion comes in, then there are not any sort of, you know, boost that it can get. Let me take a look at Urshifu versus Virizion. Just take a look here. Here comes Rose. Okay. So I actually... A Life Orb Leaf Blade does 57 to 66 to me. I am going to go for a Poison Jab here. What am I at? What am I at? I'm at 139. I'm at 73. What if you're Adamant Life Orb? Oh, I'm going to go for a Poison Jab here. Giga Drain. Oh, no. It's special. Ah, it's special. No. Virizion KOs Urshifu. And it is Life Orb special, too. All right. All right. I figured. I'm mad. I'm mad. All right. All right. All right. All right. I was excited to take that Leaf Blade. Okay. You come in here pretty nicely now, right? And I can just acrobatic something. Right? I think that's how that works. Urshifu, you did great, buddy. You did great. You deserve a nice long rest. And I am just going to go for the acrobatics here. Going to be neutral on the what's it called? Oh, X is, oh, it's mixed. It's mixed. All right. Oh, Rillaboom's gonna pick up that KO. Rilla KOs Virizion. Very nice. Okay. The Virizion's gone. That is a huge threat. We have Heatmore, a weakened Gudra, and Primarina left. I need to keep Rillaboom around for Primarina. I have Pokemon that can deal with it, but I need to keep it around for Primarina. Here comes Hot Tea. Okay. So we know that Urshifu was faster than this thing, but Urshifu is pretty speedy. I do not want to come in, and now I don't have like a fire switch in here. What is necessary? What is necessary? Wheezing is still pretty nice for pain splitting. Let's go out into... let's go out into our Runerigus here. And there's the Fire Lash. Okay. And my defense is down now, unfortunately. Which means a knockoff is going to hurt me quite a bit. But... actually, how well do I take a knockoff here? We already knocked off its Choice Scarf, so I can't even go for a move, can I? How do I want to deal with this? How do I want to deal with this? How do I want to deal with this? Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee can take the knockoff. We'll lose our black belt, but I can just go for close combat here. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. Oh, man. I made the wrong play. Oh, Choice Scarf Will-O-Wisp? Are we serious? Bro, I did not see that coming. All right, so Hitmonlee is burnt against a Heatmore. Close combat still does 55 to 65 to this thing, even burnt. My goodness. Do I go for the poison jab on the switch here? I'm gonna go for close combat. Yeah, we're still gonna do huge damage. Huge damage. That's gonna be in Grimmsnarl or Rillaboom range. I'm gonna get the Wandering Spirit now. Oh, now that thing can't be paralyzed. That's wild. Here comes the Fire Lash. I'm -1, so that's probably gonna take me out. Yep. Oh, and now you take that back. All right, so Heatmore KOs. Heatmore KOs Hitmonlee. Now, in that range, I don't think... Does Rillaboom knock out Heatmore? Grassy Glide does 32 to 38. Eesh. Let's go out into Grimmsnarl here. Let's go out into Grimmsnarl. Spirit Break should put this thing down, I imagine. Spirit Break should be my best point of attack here. Spirit Break doing... Ooh, actually not. Okay. Oh, Fairy against Fire, not Fire against Fairy. I had my stuff mixed up. We will just go for the Darkest Lariat here. All right, cool. This thing was a huge problem to Rillaboom. Grimmsnarl KOs Heatmore. I'm gonna lose my Prankster ability for Wandering Spirit. Okay. Okay. Now we've seen... we have seen... What's it called? Hyper Voice and Psychic on that Primarina so far. Rillaboom's pretty weak, so I gotta bring that thing in safe. Here comes Ballerini. Here comes that. That thing is at as full of health as it can be. Let's go out into Runerigus here. I want to keep Grimmsnarl around to help out with the two Pokemon that I need to prioritize. I need to keep Rillaboom around, and I need to keep Grimmsnarl around. Flip turn. Okay. So we do see flip turn. Now, I am curious what non-specs Goodra is going to do to me. Uh, 50 to 60 with Draco Meteor. So I could rest here, potentially. I'm at 61. A Draco Meteor would do that much. What's like Muddy Water doing to me? 40. Okay. So let's rest. Here comes Surf. Okay. Okay. And now this thing does not have an item, so I just need to get like Toxic Spikes up for when this thing comes back in around, right? That's the game plan there. Here's Surf again. We eat those. I'll get a Toxic Spike up, and then I'm just going to go on ahead and get one more up in front of this thing. And now what I'd like to do is to go out into Wheezing here. Here comes the Surf again. I really want you to go for a Draco Meteor, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I really want you to go for a Draco Meteor here. Wheezing's pretty specially defensive. Can I put this thing on a timer? Where am I at? 123? I'm at 72. A Draco Meteor might knock me out, but what about, can I take one Sludge Wave with Grimmsnarl? Let me check that out. What's my timer at? We're good. We're good. We're good. Sludge Wave does 76 to 90. I don't want to risk that. So let's just go for a Sludge Bomb right here. Thunderbolt. Okay. We'll go for a Sludge Bomb, get a little bit of damage there. Another Draco Meteor would put me down, so I do actually want to switch over into oh gosh, do I want to switch out? He makes that play right. Makes that play right. That's good. I'm gonna go for another Sludge Bomb here. There's another Thunderbolt. Okay. Do I snag a poison? I do snag a poison. Does that poison put it down? Oh, it does. Wheezing KOs Gudra. All right, and we do snag the toxic poison here on this thing. I'm waiting for this to be like Rindo Berry or something. I assume like a Psychic's going to come off here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go out into Grimmsnarl. Bait that Psychic. I think I want to trick it in case it's Rindo Berry. Oh, it just goes for the straight up Moonblast. That's probably going to put me down, actually. Oh, 100%. Shit. Good play. Good play. Good play. Primarina KOs. Grimmsnarl. Okay. All right. Does Rillaboom knock out Primarina at this range with a Rindo Berry? The 60 to 72. All right. I need to keep this around a little bit longer. It may be a choice item. We have not seen what item this Primarina is rocking yet. I'm gonna go for a Pain Split on the off chance we like win this Scarf like weird tie here. Goes for Psychic, so it's not choiced. Dream KO's Wheezing. Like I said, I don't want this to come down to the fact if this is Rindo Berry and I lose this matchup. So I'm gonna sack my Pokemon here. On the off chance, for whatever reason, Hyper Voice misses, I'm gonna rest. I do not want this thing to be a Rindo Berry that wins the match. Even if I have to go all the way down to a 1-0 just because I was scared of a Rindo Berry, that is fine. There's the Moonblast, Primarina KO's Rune, and it's going to come down to this. Were my fears right? Were my fears right? Where does that take you down to? Oh, okay. Okay, that's looking about the range that I need you at if you are not Rindo Berry Primarina. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Pretty please with sugar on top. And if it's not Rindo Berry, then I threw away some differential here. I'll own up to that, but I did not want to go through all this hyper confident that I knocked this thing out. It's not Rindo Berry. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure. Rillaboom KO's Primarina. Some people may think me a lesser battler for not going for that, but here's what would have happened is that if that was at full health, the entire time, and then all of a sudden I was just like, I'm gonna win this 3-0 and go for a Grassy Glide here. If that was Rindo Berry, it would have killed me and then reverse swept my team. So that is where that is for that time being, especially after the Grimmsnarl play. I did not expect my opponent to go for a Moonblast immediately against my Weezing, but that's how that ends up. So GG to 3D Arcade. Thank you so much for the battle, my man. Guys, definitely go check out his channel. Link is in the description as always. We are now currently 6-4. We are trying our best to make playoffs. We're going to see if we can make it happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe so you do not miss out on next week's battle. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.